Moments with God, a time of reflection for every day.
December 20th. The price of their lie. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. Genesis 27:41.
There is nowhere to flee from the voice of conscience. When guilt echoes and the soul is weighed down by sharpening remorse, neither time nor the farthest place offers solace. Jacob received his father's blessing, but by participating in the lie he brought upon himself suffering that would haunt him for the rest of his life. His brother Esau's anger and hatred for having his blessing stolen was obvious, but out of respect for their father, Esau waited until his death to take revenge and kill his brother. Jacob had to flee his home. He said goodbye to his mother, not knowing what the future held, but they never saw each other again. They thought it would be for a while, until Esau's anger subsided, but it was 2 decades of exile, and he could never embrace her again.
Jacob had sinned against his father, against his brother, and against God himself. He took advantage of Isaac's blindness to impersonate Esau and receive the blessing. He obtained what his heart desired, but by using wrong means, he would pay the consequences for the rest of his life.
We cannot escape the consequences of our actions. We reap what we sow, and it's not the good intentions that matter, but how we do things. The price of sin is terrible remorse and a heavy burden of guilt on the soul. Jacob had to leave his home under the threat of death. In exile, he worked and was exploited, cheated, and deceived. The sons he had were rebellious and wicked, to the point of selling a brother into slavery. The woman he loved and who was his joy was replaced by another. And a long list of sufferings that he continued to reap throughout his life, a constant reminder of his sin.
In just 1 hour, a lifetime of suffering had been brought upon him. This scene was always before him in his later years, when the misconduct of his children weighed heavily on his soul.
Human beings can acquire power, money, a partner, family, or fame, but if the means used are immoral, corrupt, and wrong, no achievement can truly satisfy the soul. When sleep eludes them because of guilt, and during the day the fear of being discovered or paying for their sins torments them, the things they have attained are merely empty vanities that can never be filled. True happiness lies in submitting to God's principles, living in love, honesty, and justice. Against such things there is no condemnation. The price of lying and sin is affliction of spirit, but obedience to God brings peace. Amen.
Thank you for listening to this audio. We invite you to share with your contacts and visit the website BibleWell.com.